So this is the Einhell key start mower. You've got the key up here, and you've also got a pull start. But why would you use a pull start when you've got the key? But I had an inquiry the other day about what happens when the battery is flat. Well, you can recharge this if the battery is flat after sitting in your garage or your shed for the winter. So I'm just going to take you through that, but also I wanted to just do a little video on something that's bugged me about this lawnmower. I'm very happy with it, but there's something that I feel is a bit of a design fault. Now I've already done this, but I'll take this off and I'll show you what I've done, and then I'll explain how to do it. So I've sprayed it white, and you can see, now you can see where the oil level is. Before it was black, which was entirely useless. So you put your oil in and it's like, I don't know where the oil level is because I can't see it on the dipstick. So all you need to do is just make sure that when you take the dipstick out, you clean it off with some methylated spirits, yeah? Just to take all the oil off. Unfortunately, I've done this earlier, so I can't show you how I did it. But just make sure you scrub it up well, get all the oil off, and then clean it off with some paper. And then I use just a quick drying spray paint, Hammerite. So that's all you need to do. And once that's dry, stick it back in the oil reservoir, and then you will be able to see your oil level. I'll give you some other tips as well. Once you get it out of your shed or your garage, just make sure that the air filter is nice and clean. Okay, now this one is pretty good. You've got like a foam filter there. If it's really dirty, take it out and wash it, and stick it back in, because otherwise that will really inhibit the power or the starting ability of the mower. All right, so just make sure that that is done. This is your fuel reservoir. Now you can see there's plenty of fuel in there. You should empty that once you've finished your summer season of mowing, and replace it with fresh fuel, because stale fuel it's not very good starting the machine. Right, so now we come on to the battery. Where is the battery? Well, the battery is in this white kind of holder, black holder. Still thinking about the white paint that I sprayed on the dipstick. So how do you get into this thing? Well, you've got this clasp here, which you just spring up, and then that comes down, and then you lift this, the lid there, okay? And then how do you get it off? Well, it's got a little button here, and you depress that and then pull it away, and it comes away quite easy. And then your battery just lifts out like that. So how do you charge the battery? Okay, well, it's easy enough. So what you do is you should have supplied with this. You see the light is green there still. So you should have had supplied with your lawnmower one of these plugs. It's like an adapter, and it's got this plug which will receive the plug on the battery. So same thing, just clip it in. You hear a little snap there, and you know that it's in. And just make sure as well that these terminals are well on. So just kind of make sure, because they can actually come loose quite quickly. And then all you do is you plug it in. So plug it in and you'll see that it's showing red. So when that turns green, you know that your battery is fully charged. Now, this is actually fully charged because I've charged it the other day, but when you plug it in straight away, it shows red still. But I know it's fully charged, and I'll demonstrate how I know that. So again, just all you do, push that button down, pull it out. It comes out quite easy, you see. And then take your battery back to the mower. Put it back in the holder. Snap that back in. You should hear that snap. Make sure your terminals are on. Close the lid down. And just make sure that it goes over that. There's a little plastic clip thing there. And snap that shut. And then that's done. The other thing to remember is make sure that you draw the petrol through. So you've got this little, I'll just show you a closer picture of it. So you just keep pressing that. And the pressure will sort of change slightly as the carburetor is filling up. All right, just keep pressing that till you hear the petrol coming through, and it'll just be a little bit harder to push. Not very much, but just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. And then all you do is you start it. And how do you start it? Well, you've got to pull this back here, and then you just turn your key. So let's see if it will actually start up. Okay, so that works fine, and that's been sitting there for quite a long time, and it works fine. Now you notice that when I went to start it, I pulled this bar in, so you've got to do that before it'll actually start, and then you turn your key. So I hope those couple of things that I've highlighted have been quite helpful. The battery should be fine once you've charged it fully. It should be fine for the summer, but if not, just repeat the same thing. Take the battery out, plug it in, recharge it, and stick it back in. But it does come in and out pretty easily. So that's your Einhell. And if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe.